Comparison is stealing your future and you don't even realize it. You start your day feeling fine, but then you scroll, seeing someone do exactly what you want to do, and then suddenly you feel behind. Watching others hit milestones, land their dream jobs, and live their best lives, and you're questioning everything about your own. Very easy to get caught up in the comparison trap, and it might feel like you're being motivated by this, but all it really does is steal your peace and stunt your growth. Today we're talking about how to stop comparing yourself to others, how to refocus on your own path, and how to start investing in your own growth. Because trust me, your story is just as worthy of a celebration. Comparison isn't always jealousy. It's doubting your own idea because someone else did something kind of similar. It's feeling oddly tired after just 5 minutes of scrolling on social media. And just a little side note here. If you're feeling jealous towards someone for having something, actually because you want that something and then a future version of you already has it. So let that be a reason not to stress about getting what you want because a future version of you already has it. But when you're looking at someone's highlight reel, you forget that you are actually living on a different timeline. You forget that your timeline is different. You have different obstacles, different values, and different goals. Even though your goals might be similar, you're on completely different paths. If your energy drops after seeing someone succeed, that's comparison. If you feel deflated after seeing someone else's wins, that's comparison too. It does not mean you're bitter. It just means that you're human, or maybe online a little bit too much. Humans biologically compare themselves to others as a way to understand their own abilities and their overall worth. The tendency is actually rooted in our evolutionary history as social beings, helping us gauge our position within a group and identify areas for improvement or potential threats. And while comparison can be motivating, it can also lead to negative emotions if not managed properly. You know what comparison does? It robs you of your presence. You're no longer in your process. You're no longer in your momentum. You're outside of yourself, measuring and doubting. When you focus too much on the external, you end up losing yourself in the process. You'll start chasing what looks impressive rather than what feels aligned. And you end up swapping your timeline for someone else's. And even when you're winning, you won't feel it because someone else is doing it faster, doing it better, doing it louder, and your brain convinces you that what you're doing is still not enough. Comparison does not just drain your confidence, it actually drains your clarity as well. And without that clarity, you can't build a life that's yours. Here's what you want to do instead. Next time you're going into this spiral of comparison, I want you to ask yourself, what is this moment teaching me about what I actually want? Is this revealing something to you that maybe you care about, but you haven't yet prioritized in your own life? Or is it a goal that you're scared to go after because you're afraid of failing? Try using comparison as a mirror rather than a weapon, letting it point you back to your desires rather than distracting you from them. Another thing you need to do is to clear your environment. Mute the accounts that drain you. Surround yourself, whether that be your physical environment or your social environment or your online environment. I want you to surround yourself with positive and uplifting people, content, things, etc. Curate your inputs so that your mind isn't constantly flooded with information that you don't need. You don't just want to stop comparing. You actually want to feel confident within your own lane. Here's what helped me and what hopefully will help you. Number one is to create before you consume. Studies show that 80% of people open their phones within the first 15 minutes of waking up. During this window, your brain actually experiences what's called enhanced neuroplasticity, meaning that it's extra receptive to forming new neural connections. Now, the issue with this is that when you open your phone within the first 15 minutes of waking up, you end up flooding your mind with what everyone else is doing and what's going on in the world. And this causes increased anxiety and stress levels, and it can even affect your productivity and focus throughout your whole day. And you wonder why you feel behind before breakfast. Your brain isn't actually fully awake until 15 to 30 minutes after waking up. So even 20 minutes of you working on your vision, writing, planning, filming, journaling, whatever, before you let the world in, keeps your energy anchored into your mission rather than it being focused on someone else's. Number two is to track your small wins. And now I talk about this a lot. Confidence does not come from hitting milestones. It comes from seeing the evidence that you're moving forward. So each day I want you to write 1 to 3 things that helped you move the needle. It could be sending an email that you've been avoiding, finishing a workout, resting when you needed so that you could show up for yourself better tomorrow. You need to train your brain to see yourself as someone who shows up. This is why I talk about self-trust a lot. Trusting yourself is a crucial part of getting things done, because if you don't believe you'll follow through, you'll end up hesitating, overthinking, and then avoiding the very actions that actually helps you build a life that you want. Number 3 is to move your body when the spiral hits. Comparison thrives in stillness and doom scrolling. So when you feel that spiral coming, stand up, stretch, take a walk without your phone. When I was in school, I knew a few medical science students who had to be studying all day long, and the one thing that got them through their day was doing a HIIT workout, which is high intense interval training, and they would do that between their classes in lesson before studying. It can literally be a 10-minute workout, but it has actually been proven to increase your cognitive function, reduce stress, and enhance your overall mood, because moving your body interrupts that mental loop and physically reminds you that you're not actually stuck. Number 4 is to stay brutally honest about what you want. Often we compare ourselves to goals that we don't truly want. For instance, you might think, I want to be famous, but are you just doing that because that's what everyone else is doing? Do you actually want this, or do you just want the feeling that you think it will give you? Confidence comes from living in alignment of what you actually value and not chasing someone else's dream. This part comes with a lot of self-discovery, which can take time, so do not rush the process. Just another quick side note here. If you have a goal that you are dying to accomplish, and you want to accomplish this because you think that it will make you happy, or get some sort of validation from this, whatever it is, but when you end up achieving this goal, you won't actually feel accomplished or happy, because you were looking for happiness in the external when you should really be looking for it in the internal. And the issue with this is that happiness doesn't exist at the destination, but in the journey of getting there. Number 5 is to limit your inputs. Your brain only has so much capacity each day, so curate what you allow in. Like I said, mute the accounts that drain you, even if they're friends. Unfollowing does not have to be that deep. Then you're going to choose a few expanders. So these are people that inspire you without draining you, and then cut out the rest of that noise. You are not missing out. You are just preserving your energy. Number 6 is to do the hard things on purpose. Confidence is not built through thinking, it's built through action. Doing what's uncomfortable, posting the video before you feel ready, asking for opportunities, showing up imperfectly, all that teaches your brain how to handle discomfort. And every time you do something hard, you collect proof that you can trust yourself. Number 7 is to celebrate in private. Not everything needs to be shared to be real. I know there's this whole thing like post it or it doesn't exist. It's easy to get stuck in this posting for validation mode. Seeking likes as proof that you're allowed to feel proud of yourself. Give yourself that permission to celebrate alone or with the people that matter, letting your internal validation grow stronger than the external applause. Number 8 is action over overthinking. You will never think your way through confidence. You can plan forever, but confidence comes through action. Messy and imperfect action that teaches you that you can figure things out as you go. If you're stuck comparing, take one step towards your goals today. Don't wait until you feel ready. Number 9 is to learn to sit with envy without shame. When comparison hits, it's often that we either spiral or shame ourselves for feeling jealous. Instead, I want you to get curious. I want you to ask yourself, what is this envy trying to show me about what I really want? Sometimes envy points to a desire that we haven't yet fully admitted to ourselves yet. Let it guide you back to your goals instead of letting it shrink you. And then lastly is to build a proof folder. Create a folder, whether it's in your notes or your camera roll, where you save milestones or moments that you are proud of. And on days when the comparison hits hard, I want you to open it and remind yourself of how far you've come. You have the evidence that you're growing, even if it's not visible every single day. Those people that you're comparing yourselves to, they're human too. They doubt themselves, they have messy days, they second guess themselves, they just don't post that part. And neither do you. So zoom out. Look at how far you've come. Look at the many things that you've overcome. How many moments you've shown up even when no one else is watching. Your path was not meant to look like anyone else's. The goal is not to become the best version of someone else. It's to become the most fully expressed version of you. So instead of trying to catch up, try showing up for yourself again and again on your own timeline. And at the end of the day, comparison is just a distraction. You have work to do. You have a life to build. And you can't do that when you're stuck measuring yourself against someone else who isn't even on your path. You don't need to be louder. You don't need to be faster or to be like anyone else. You just need to keep showing up for yourself and let that be enough. So take your focus back, put your energy to where it matters, and get back to building your dream life.